Are you all right?
Yes, I believe no permanent damage was done.
What happened?
The occipital area of my head seems to have impacted with the arm of the chair.
No, Mr. Spock. I meant, what happened to us?
That we have yet to ascertain.
Lincoln died 3 centuries ago on a planet hundreds of light years away.
More that direction, engineer.
Thank heaven.
Mr. Scott, there was no deity involved. It was my cross-circuiting to be that recovered them.
How close will we come to the nearest Klingon outpost if we continue on our present course?
1 parsec, sir. Close enough to smell them.
That is illogical, Ensign. Odors cannot travel through the vacuum of space.
Opportunity? Now listen, Spock, you may be a wonderful science officer, but believe me, you couldn't sell fake patents to your mother.
I fail to understand why I should care to induce my mother to purchase falsified patents. Can you give me warp 8?
Aye, sir. And maybe a wee bit more. I'll sit on the warp engines myself and nurse them.
That position, Mr. Scott, would not only be unavailing, but also undignified.
I tell you better come on back down.
Frackos, put the bag on your captain.
Why would he put a bag on our captain?
Kidnapped him, you dope.
You realize that the aim will, of course, be very crude.
I don't care if you hit the broadside of a barn. Just hurry, please.
Captain, why should I aim at such a structure?
Mind, Spock. Just get on with the job.
Moms and dads, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the circus!
Hey! Pee Wee Herman is in the studio with us tonight.
No, dude, that was me.
Oh.
I was just doing an imitation.
We had imitation Pee Wee.
It was imitation Pee Wee.
Semi-Pee Wee.
Semi-Pee Wee.
Semi-Pee Wee.
From the Pee Wee Leagues.
She's from the Pee Wee League. You're listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus with Pee Wee O'Connor, Kevin Pee Wee O'Connor.
It's just a reverse nickname.
And LouLombardi, a.k.a. Loudini.
Loudini, welcome to the Rock and Roll Circus. And welcome to Spocktober.
Spocktober, hence
Spocktober,
the little
everybody.
Introduction there we did.
Nice. Oh, that's Spock. He was so funny. He never got his own jokes though. Poor guy.
The thing about the thing that was great about Star Trek, was they weren't afraid to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't one of these
super serious.
In fact, there did some episodes that were purely comedic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like the ones with the character Harry Mudd,
right?
You know, Mudd's women,
yeah.
the Tribbles.
Oh, sure.
So you know, that was one of the things I always loved about it.
Yeah.
What's going on, Kevin?
Oh, not too much. I'm just happy to be here.
We watched a couple of cool documentaries this week.
Yes.
You want to talk about?
I'll talk about it. The one I watched today made me a little sad inside. It's the Glenn Campbell documentary. I believe it's called "I'll Be Me," or something like that. And just very sad because Glenn is now suffering from Alzheimer's, and at this point he's in the end stages of it. But it was the documentary took place maybe about 4 years ago when he was first diagnosed, and had just finished an album and had a contract with the company, the record company, to go out and promote the album. So they decided, you know what, this is going to be his farewell tour. We're going to go out, and even though he has this horrible, horrible disease, we're going to go out, say goodbye to the fans, and thank them for all their years of devotion. And it just followed him through that tour, and it was just very sad to watch him as the documentary progressed, him get worse. And Glenn was always the first guitar I ever picked up belonged to my cousin. It was an acoustic, and my aunt's. It was at my aunt's house, and they would put on Glenn Campbell records, and I would air guitar, but I had the guitar. Yeah, but I didn't know how to play guitar. So Glenn has always been kind of special to me. He's a fantastic guitarist, but really interesting documentary. I wish him and his family the best, but so that's what I watched today.
On that happy note,
yes,
I had a great interview with, and it is. I started watching the documentary. Unlike Kevin, I was too much of a sissy to go through and watch the finish.
It was rough. It was rough.
In the meantime, though, I had a great interview with Mick Kalasa a week or so ago. He's a great blues artist, and this is his remake of the Randy Newman "Mama Told Me Not to Come" on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Want some whiskey in your water, some sugar in your tea? What's all the crazy questions asking me? This is the craziest party there could ever be. Don't turn on the lights, cause I sure don't wanna see. Mama told me not to come. Yeah, mama told me not to come. She said, that ain't the way to have fun, son. Mama told me not to come. Open up the window, let some air in this room. Man, I'm choking from all that awful perfume. That cigarette you're smoking about to scare me half to death. Open up the window, man, I gotta catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Yeah, mama told me not to come. She said, that ain't the way to have fun, son. Mama told me not to come. Someone knocking at the door. I'm looking at my girlfriend, she passed out on the floor. I seen so many things I ain't never seen before. Don't know what it is, I sure don't wanna see no more. Mama told me not to come. Yeah, mama told me not to come. She said, that ain't the way to have fun, son. Mama told me not to come. Yeah, mama told me not to come. I'm sorry, mama. I know you told me not to come. I didn't think it would be that bad, though. Oh, mama, I'm sorry. I know you're always right, mama. I know that. I know you told me not to come.
Mick Kalasa.
All right, I like that.
Mississippi Mick. Let me tell you guys about his. Mick is awesome. Oh my God, I forgot almost one of the most important things I need to tell you. But you can go to MIMSCK.com and read all about Mississippi Mick.
Mississippi.
He's got a new record out called The Ghosts of the Riverside Hotel. Yeah. It is an awesome record. Mick has this amazing sense of humor. It totally comes out in everything he does.
Oh, yeah.
And that song is totally...
That song is awesome.
Yeah, and it's totally appropriate for him. And when you go to listen to some back episodes and listen to my interview with Mick, you'll understand why he chose to do a song like that. It's absolutely
very cool.
Totally appropriate for his personality. And speaking of that, we've got a brand new website.
No, get out of town.
Don't you tell me?
All right, go ahead.
I'm turning into Lewis Black.
Why don't you tell us about the website, Lou?
It's simple.
Yes?
LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com. Go there for all your Loudini Rock and Roll Circus needs.
That's so crazy it might work.
Everything there.
Nice.
Imagine that, actually, a website with our name on it. That's
crazy.
But you can look at the YouTube videos. You can listen to all the podcasts. You can read the blog. You can send us your music if you're a musician. You can sponsor us. All that's happening there.
Nice.
By the way, we are officially on Patreon. We will get that on there too, because we are doing so well. It's time we need a little bit of cash to pay the bills sometimes. I need to feel good to pay the bills. Oh, I like the freedom the bill.
It's nice not have to do services for the things that we need. Well, like washing cars and stuff and windows. I don't know what you're thinking about.
We got to go out there and push the windmill to generate electricity.
The electricity.
But why am I playing the Bay City Rollers, Kevin?
I'm curious.
Why? Because in this day, in
rock and roll
history, which we love, right?
Yes,
we love
yes.
In '74, this day, the Bay City Rollers went to #1 on the UK album chart with their debut album, Rollin'. The album included 3 British chart hits, remember?
Yeah.
Shang-a-Lang, Summer Love Sensation, and the debut of
Saturday Night.
Saturday Night.
Dudes. Do you remember they had the TV show on Saturday morning? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. And speaking of documentaries...
Yes. I hope it's a happier one than mine.
I watched this documentary. Did you watch this one yet?
No.
I loved Glenn Campbell very much. One of my favorite guitar players. But John Denver was another person who was really in our consciousness, Kevin and I's consciousness.
I love it.
In that era. And on this day in 1997, John met an untimely death.
Yes.
When his plane crashed into the water.
When? Today?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? I know you're not kidding me. It's just weird because this is the honest to John truth.
There's a great documentary, by the way, guys, real quick, on Netflix about John. It's short. It's about an hour long, and it's very heartwarming and enlightening and educational. But it's also you get to see all the cheesy stuff from the 70s that people were doing, including John. But go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, that's good. I will have to look for that. But right before I came up here, I was listening to John Denver stuff on YouTube. How about that? Calypso, The Eagle and the Hawk, all those. I was listening to all that. And then
you were getting deep. You were getting into John Denver deep cuts.
Deep cuts. That's right. Wow.
I know. I love. Some of this like simple type songs, like this,
like good songwriting. That the song takes you on a journey. You have this thing in your mind. You can see the Rocky Mountains. You can see him walking around, getting high. You can see all of it. No, I'm just kidding. But good songwriters, and John was one of them.
One of the things I really liked about Glenn Campbell's music, speaking of songwriting, was his interpretations of the Jimmy Webb material. And those songs like By the Time I Get to Phoenix.
Right.
You really listen, it tells a whole story about, this guy, he's leaving this woman, and, sort of like his side, and then like what she's going to be going through as she slowly starts to realize he's not coming back.
Right.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful storytelling.
Yeah. So We just love that. Speaking of wonderful music, one of our topic tonight is going to be the 2016 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees, and it's always controversial, Kevin. There's always someone who puts their hands.
Sure.
That's really not. That's not rock and roll.
They don't belong in there.
Yeah. But before we get into that, I had another great talk with this guy. Yes. Is like a take no crap, no BS, Aliquippa guy.
Oh, okay.
But he's an amazing guitarist. Yes. Great voice. Great voice. He's won the been in the top 5 International Blues Challenge in Memphis a couple of times. Just tours all over the place. He's got a new record out. It's called I Can't Change. It's Billy the Kid. You guys, if you guys are listening in the Pittsburgh area, you guys know Billy the Kid. Billy the Kid and the Regulators.
Yes.
But this is the title track off his latest record called I Can't Change. Billy the Kid and the Regulators. That's a Loudini rock and roll circus.
Trouble all of my days. That's how I learned my wicked way. Whiskey, weed, and another man's wife. In Texas, that could cost your life. I can't change, believing there ain't no hope for me. I'm begging, there ain't no hope. Oh, no, no, I can't change, I can't change. I can't change. Seems the only help I get is a county farm and a cigarette. The only time I get relief is to help some woman through her grief. I can't change, believing there ain't no hope for me. I'm begging, there ain't no hope. Oh, no, no, I can't change, I can't change. I can't change. I can't change. I can't change. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Believing there ain't no hope for me. I'm begging, there ain't no hope. Oh, no, no, I can't change, I can't change.
Billy the Kid and the Regulators.
Yeah.
I want to tell you all about Billy the Kid and the Regulators. First of all, you want to go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com and listen to go to the back episodes. And I just talked to him like about a week or so ago. Actually, was last Monday.
Okay.
Not only is he a great musician, he was probably one of the most entertaining interviews I've ever done. He's a take no crap kind of guy from Aliquippa.
Very nice.
You guys from Pittsburgh will totally get that. You guys who are not from Pittsburgh, you should definitely listen to it. Billy's just a cool dude. He's a great musician, and this music is his heart and soul. It's not something he's doing because he thinks he wants to be cool. It's what he really feels in his guts. We talked about everything. We talked about guitars. We talked about songwriting. We talked about absolutely everything. It's really cool. He's an awesome musician. Please go and let's plug Billy's website. It's real simple. BillyTheKidAndTheRegulators.com. You can find out about everywhere they're playing. They're fantastic. Billy's a great guitar player, great showman, great singer, great songwriter. Check it out. And these guys, did you like the Spinners?
Yeah, I do.
They are in one of this year's nominees in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with some other artists that traditional rock and rollers are kind of got their panties in a snit over.
Come on now.
Well, I mean, they like.
Come on now.
Well, NWA, the Spinners, Janet Jackson, Chaka Khan, and people are like,
they're
not really rocking.
come on. Get over it.
So, what is the qualifications then?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
because there's all kind of stuff in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I think Miles Davis has been inducted.
I think rock and roll isn't so much a style of music as it is an attitude.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And who has more attitude than NWA? Which we're not allowed to say the first word.
That's right.
Of what NWA stands for.
Norwegians with attitude. They look funny for Norwegians.
Yeah, they have the most unusual.
Yeah.
They're from southern Norwegia.
Norwegia. Yeah, that's down by Georgia. All right.
So
I think that explains it. It's an attitude. It's not a genre or a style of music. And come on, listening to this right here, man. This makes you feel good.
Grooving.
Start grooving. Hey now.
Oh, good stuff. Anyways, let's hear a little bit of NWA. This is Boys in the Hood. This is one of the few I can actually play.
I was going to say.
Jocking the freaks, clocking the dough. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there, cold shooting some hoops. A car pulls up, who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolled down his window and he started to say, it's all about making that GTA. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking the trash, we'll pull your car. Knowing nothing in
Boys in the Hood. Did you see the movie? You've seen the movie. That's a classic film.
I don't think I have.
You've never seen the movie Boys in the Hood?
I feel bad. I have not seen that.
This band is also, I love this band. This is these guys were really big in the 70s. A lot of people now don't know them. This is a band called the JBs.
Oh.
Check this out.
Are y'all ready to get down? Yeah, look. Boy, I cannot wait to blow my horn in here tonight. Oh, man. Come on, y'all. Let's get on this train. This train is ready to roll. We got to get out of here. Okay. Get down and blow. Yeah. Wait a minute, hold it. All aboard the Soul Funky Train.
Actually, he said the name wrong. It's
I know,
Funky
that's
Soul
funny.
Train.
I was just looking at that. Okay, sir.
Funk is not what it was back then.
No.
Funk was really a whole style of music. Funk has sort of been absorbed into hip hop and R&B. You know, there's a lot of funky music, but funk itself. Although there is a funk festival coming to Pittsburgh again.
Really?
Yeah, there's a funk festival every year.
Interesting.
And we'll give you more about that. Speaking of stuff that's coming up that we need to tell you about, October.
Spocktober.
October 21st, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all need to go and get on TalkShoe and join in. I'm doing the first ever Loudini Rock and Roll Circus question and answer session with Vivek Tiwari, the author of The Fifth Beatle.
Oh, yeah.
New York Times bestseller.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. He's going to talk about the graphic novel. It's a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel is considered.
Oh,
like
that's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's being made into a feature film. He's got great financial backing, and the Beatles, the remaining Beatles, Sir Paul and Ringo have and George Martin have all signed off on allowing Beatles music to be used.
Fantastic.
Very rare, very
really.
So Vivek is doing something right. For the Beatles people, Yoko Ono, all of them have signed off. Say yes, go ahead and use Beatles music for this.
That's cool.
It's very, very cool.
Excellent.
So I will be doing that. That's October. That's October 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to talkshoe.com and type in Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, and you can get on. We'll be promoting that all over our social media and everything.
Very cool.
Speaking of cool bands, great interviews, I met the Beat Daddies.
No way.
This is the first time I've done an interview where I had two people on the phone at the same time, so it was a little weird. It turned out to be a great interview. These guys are really cool. You will love Larry Grisham's voice is absolutely amazing. Yeah. And Tommy is a great guitar player. And these guys have been at it since 1986.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been at it a long time. They have a great story. It's a total like behind the music. Yeah. Larry got everything washed out during Katrina, and they got there's a whole thing. It's
my gosh,
cool.
holy cow.
You definitely want to go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com and listen to this great.
I'm so
interview.
glad you have that website now.
It's very cool. So check
one-stop shopping.
Exactly. The Beat Daddies. Their new record is called The Hoodoo that we do. This is These Chains on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
These chains are killing me. Take me to the river, set me free. Baptize me in the water and set me free. And all these chains are killing me. Since time began, about the love of a woman and the words of a man. Better take it to heart, you'll know for sure when the day will come and knocking at your front door. Cause these chains are killing me. Take me to the river, set me free. Baptize me in the water, set me free. And all these chains are killing me. Just like a child lost in the woods, testifying don't do me no good. Stand toe to toe with the devil himself. You'll never win if you don't take no chance. These chains are killing me. Take me to the river, set me free. Baptize me in the water and set me free. Lord, these chains are killing me. Gasoline, send him to hell. These chains are killing me. Take me to the river and set me free. Baptize me in the water and set me free. Lord, these chains are killing me. These chains are killing me. Take me to the river and set me free. Baptize me in the water and set me free. Lord, these chains are killing me. Lord, these chains are killing me. Lord, these chains are killing me. I said, Lord, these chains are killing me.
Wow. I think those chains are killing him, Kevin.
I think so. We got to take him down to the river. That was fantastic, man.
You can go to thebeatdaddies.com and you can get all the information to get their records.
Yeah.
A great band, been together forever. They've got Tommy, the guitar player, is actually producing some younger artists now.
Cool.
And they have a great publishing deal, so they're writing songs for a lot of other artists.
Oh, nice.
They write parody songs. They do a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, they gig constantly. Tommy and Larry were telling me they play 5 days a week.
Holy cow.
They kick ass. They're really working hard. Hard-working musicians.
And you interviewed them?
I interviewed them, yes. So go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com.
Yeah. Well. Sing it.
Mommy's alright, Daddy's alright, they just seem a little weird.
Great song, huh?
Yes.
And they mention Kiss in the song.
Yes, they do.
Very cool. I love Cheap Trick. But there's people that are going like, why don't they just nominate Rush again? Rush should be in it every year because they're so good.
I thought you weren't going to bring up what I say off the air.
Oh, come on, guys. It can't all be Led Zeppelin, Rush, the Rolling Stones. I mean, you gotta, expand your mind.
This is a rock and roll band.
Of course, one of the greatest.
Oh, my
And speaking of one of the greatest rock and roll bands ever.
Who else?
How about this? If this ain't vicious.
Makes my voice go real deep. Yeah, all right. Yes.
I mean, John Lord's organ is as like wicked as any guitar riff.
Oh yeah.
Ian Gillan.
There you go.
Ian Pace, Roger Glover, and Richie Blackmore. Great band.
Yep.
Deep Purple, and you would think that's one of those bands you think, of course, they were in it.
They're already in. Yeah. No.
Of course not.
That's crazy
You can't
talk.
get to everybody in every.
Well, just nominate Rush then.
Just nominate more
If you can't get to everybody, just nominate Rush again.
Just put more Rush.
More Rush. More Rush, please.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, speaking of more Rush,
yes.
This next artist I'm going to play has nothing to do with Rush.
Well, speaking of them,
Deb Callahan's got a new record out, Sweet Soul. And I got to interview Deb, got to meet her. She's an awesome singer-songwriter. Shacking Up is the song I'm going to play now. She has a way with words.
Okay.
She's able to sort of paint pictures of everyday life and really kind of move you and touch you with it in a really unique way. She gets obvious comparisons to Bonnie Raitt and Susan Tedeschi.
Sure.
But I think what Deb is doing lyrically is really kind of way beyond that. You guys check it out. This is Shacking Up, Deb Callahan on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Smoking fire and your kisses were as sweet as sugar.
Deb Callahan, folks.
Yeah.
Let the good times roll.
Indeed.
The Cars are nominated as well. I love what a great band. The Cars.
Very unique. Little alternative.
Yeah, kind of like alternative before there was alternative.
Exactly, yeah.
And kind of like emo before there was emo.
Right. You go back and look now, you're like, right. I get it.
With one of my favorite guitarists of all time, Elliot Easton, who's completely underrated.
Yes.
Just does not. My opinion, has never gotten his due. We played Deb Callahan before that. Shacking Up. She's got a new record out. Go to debcallahanband.com. I had a great interview with her as well. She sort of opened up about being a mom and being on the road. It was very, very cool.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
We after the call, we discussed some plans about maybe doing a round table with other blues mamas.
Oh.
So maybe that might be something that might happen in the future.
That's kind of cool.
Her record is produced by Tony Bronigal, who's the drummer for the Robert Cray Band.
Oh, okay.
And it's the classic thing. Robert Cray had finished playing, and they had gone to a club afterwards, and she was playing.
And she was there.
And Tony loved her. And it took a couple of years for them to kind of like work everything out.
Right.
But that's how this record came about, and they got to go to L.A., her and her partner, her guitarist.
Very cool.
They got to work with Reggie McBride. You know Reggie McBride?
I know the name.
Reggie McBride is a bass player. He's originally from the band Rare Earth.
Okay.
The Rare Earth was one of these bands like Vanilla Fudge that did a lot of soul songs, but did them rock.
Yes.
But Reggie's played with everybody. In fact, she told a funny story that Reggie came in. He had just come off the road with Bonnie Raitt, and he was going on the road with Barry Manilow. So
everybody,
they just play
all over the place.
And Mike Finnegan is on the record too. Mike Finnegan is a very famous rock keyboardist. Worked with Joe Cocker and Jimi Hendrix and a lot of people. So it's a very cool all-star sort of cast.
Very cool.
And I highly recommend that you check it out. Go to debcallahanband.com. Hey Kevin, let me ask you a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Now let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're in a car.
Right.
Okay. And there's what they call a traffic light.
Oh, sure. Okay. I've seen them. Yeah.
Now, when the traffic light is green, now there's two pedals on the car, right? Not counting standard shift. We're not talking about
it's automatic car.
Automatic transmission.
What color's the car, Lou?
That's irrelevant.
Oh, okay. It's irrelevant?
It's irrelevant.
All right, then. All right. I want to make sure I get all the facts, but go ahead.
Okay. So the light, you're coming, and the light is green.
Right.
You've got two pedals on the floor. One's brake and one's gas, right?
Yes.
Which pedal do you hit when light's green?
Light is green, two pedals. You hit the gas pedal?
You know, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes total, but that's wrong.
Oh, apparently.
It's things come in cycles, and we're going through a cycle where when the light's green, people brake. It's amazing. It's amazing. Drive around this city, this wonderful city of ours, Pittsburgh. Yeah. Lights green, people are hitting the brakes. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I'm laughing because that happened to me on the way here tonight. Pickup truck in front of me. We approach an intersection. Light can't get any greener, and the brake lights come on. And
what? Why is the brake lights coming on?
That's what I said. Yeah.
We need an intern so who can film us. Because if you guys could see
if you could see us doing our Lewis Blacks.
You can see us doing it. You'd love us.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Positively Pittsburgh Live, Joanne Quinn Smith, you've been a huge help. You're getting us out to 3 million people every week.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
I know.
We have to watch. We have to be careful. I've gotten reprimanded a couple times because this gets piped into offices and stuff. And
sometimes we get a bit naughty. We're trying to behave ourselves, aren't we?
Do you like photography?
Wink, wink, nudge, she's a sport, eh?
It's a sport. Yeah. Joanne's a real sport. She's a goer. Joanne, God, she's going to kill me.
I got to put my roller skates on.
I called her one night. I'm like, I need some advice on something. And she was like half kicked in the ass in San Antonio, Texas.
Nice. That's the place to get it. Yeah. Kicked in the ass?
She was half kicked in the ass.
Halfway.
Like, I have to call me in the morning. I'm kidding. We love the Techno Granny.
Come
It
on.
wasn't that bad. She was.
We kid.
They were having a good time down there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So
yes.
Anywho. But thank you, Positively Pittsburgh Live, for blasting us out.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate that. Please check out my Q&A with Vivek Tiwari on October 21st, 4 p.m. We're going to be blasting that on social media. Vivek will be promoting it to his audience as well.
Nice.
So it should be a really good time.
Awesome sauce.
And we're going to be doing, if this goes well, the plan is to do a lot more Q&As with people. A lot of people are interested in doing it.
Sure.
So there's a lot of cool things coming up. On October 30th, there's going to be a really cool show in Pittsburgh at the Hard Rock Cafe. It's a tribute to Jimi Hendrix. With Manny Stokes will be performing the entire Are You Experienced album. Super Monkey will be opening.
Awesome.
At this point, they're looking for a third band, so if you're interested, please get a hold of me.
Emmett Otter and the Jug Band.
Absolutely.
May I suggest them? I've seen them. They're fantastic.
Do you have anything to announce?
No, but I hear we're listening to Chic.
This is another
Chic. Another nominee.
Yep.
Rockin'. You know what? Get over it. It's rock and roll, man. It's an attitude. Yeah.
If you go to Google or YouTube, you can listen to the live version of this. And he does. And
roller skates. Come on, sing it with me. Yeah.
And Nile Rodgers does the hop, hibbity hop, and don't stop. Remember the rapper that took that riff and
I have to go look that up.
He does. They do the whole thing. It's like 9 minutes because they do this song, then they do that, then they come back to this. It's a cool medley.
Oh, sweet.
There's some great videos with Nile Rodgers doing clinics, guitar clinics.
Okay.
And he talks about how he snuck in all this very cool guitar work and all this like R&B stuff. He's like, people didn't really know like was this chord and that. It's really interesting. So you should check it out sometime. Between the last music cast we did and this one, I attended an event.
Really?
And I'm not going to say the name of the event. It was a charitable. It was for a charity that is actually pretty important to me.
All right, very good.
But I'm not going to say the name of the event because I'm going to be very critical. I'm always positive, and believe me, I came home and I tried to do a Periscope video and I couldn't get Periscope to work. So it's probably a good thing. Probably the good.
You had a little time.
Great spirit, whatever was probably like
and
saying like you're going to say something you're not.
Yeah.
You're going to wish you didn't say.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, these guys are being nominated.
Oh, really? Another one they're already in there. Apparently not.
Saw them many years ago at the Johnstown War Memorial. They're a fantastic band.
Very cool.
Chicago.
All right, go ahead.
So anyways, so I attend this event. It's at a venue that's very nice and has concerts.
Okay.
So you would imagine sound and everything would be top notch.
You'd think.
Nay, I say.
Oh, no.
Well, first of all, this is like trying to eat an elephant. And the reason I'm going to talk about this, guys, is not because I want to, and this is the reason why I'm not naming any names or saying the name of the event or anything like that. Okay. Because I want to talk about, you can be the greatest, you can be Chicago, you could be Chic, you could be the Cars.
Emmett Otter, you could be them too.
You could be Cheap Trick, Deep Purple.
Right.
But when you act unprofessional, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All that goes out the window. Nobody gives a crap what a great singer-songwriter, what a great guitar player you are, how soulful you are. When you act unprofessional, when you do something that is unprofessional, it's just unprofessional. You embarrass yourself, and you embarrass, the worst thing is you embarrass the audience. The audience feels embarrassed for you,
like,
and it's the worst. You know, when you see these poor kids like on American Idol and they can barely screech anything out, and you kind of like, you feel uncomfortable. That's the worst thing you want to do.
Right.
Now, at this event, the talent was undeniable.
Okay.
This amazing talent.
Sure.
The lack of professionalism was encyclopedic. Like I said, it's like trying to eat an elephant. First of all, I don't just start here. Okay, this is a venue that has, in fact, it has national acts performing here.
Sure.
And every artist, now this is, the artists bear some responsibility here, and so does the venue, the sound people. Every artist said, "I can't hear my monitor. I can't hear my monitor. I can't hear my monitor." Shut the hell up about your monitor. Nobody wants to hear that. And sound people, shame on you. Because you should have had that all worked out before anybody walked in the room.
Right.
You've mixed enough live acts to know that the lead singers need a lot of... They need to be
able to hear themselves.
Yeah, hello. So, inexcusable. And artists, when you're playing a venue, you're playing an event where, like, you're number 5 out of 8 bands or whatever. No, your monitor isn't going to be perfect. You're not going to get the exact sound that you want. Just calm down. Get up there. Suck it up for your half an hour set.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes out of your entire music career. You can deal with it. Be professional. Don't be, I can't hear my monitor. I'm going to cry. Unbelievable. Okay, so that was bad enough.
Okay.
Now, because this was an event for a charity, they wanted to do some like video stuff. Remember, we were doing the
multimedia stuff.
So they had a whole multimedia thing going on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the first act gets up to perform, and this person is very talented, and they've got good songs.
Sure.
And they're in the middle of their set. All of a sudden, behind them, I mean, right now we're looking at a 42-inch video monitor.
Yes.
Imagine a 40-foot video monitor.
Okay.
Behind them, all of a sudden, you see somebody checking their email. All of a sudden, this person singing this like soulful stuff, and all of a sudden, this bright, like obscenely white, with view, file, edit, all comes up, and then you see the mouse like. Are you kidding? You couldn't work this out before? Really?
Oh, no, maybe it was part of the song.
No, it was not. I'm like, are you honest? What's the matter with people?
Maybe we could choreograph it better where the dwarves are dancing around the email.
Maybe the problem was there was a Stonehenge monument on the stage. It was a thing trodden on by a dwarf. Trod upon. I mean, I was like,
God, somebody's email.
Like, I'm looking around. I'm like, doesn't anybody else realize how like horrible? Okay,
man.
The thing started an hour late. Naughty. Wrong. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. And the bands are clueless. You guys, okay, listen to me. If you're going to hold an event in an afternoon after musicians have been out gigging, getting home maybe at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's like just waking up time for most musicians.
Right.
You have to have somebody there to crack the whip, to say, stand here, get on the stage
here, do this.
Get off the stage here, boom, 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 boom. They had a stage manager because they announced who he was.
Yeah.
He was on stage trying to be part of the show.
Of course he was. I'm the stage manager. I'm part of the show.
No, you're not. You're back there to organize everything, make sure everybody gets on and off the stage, blah, 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 blah. 3 guitar amps on stage.
Yeah.
Okay. One of them had a microphone on. The other 2 had mic wires hanging over the... But no, guys, listen, this is not a podunk club center. This is if I said the name of the venue, like I would embarrass them. That's why I'm not saying the name of the venue. I mean, it was shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. Freaking all the way around. Okay? So... Okay, and there's all this screwing around in between the songs because the stage manager is like trying to be part of the show and not doing his freaking job and getting the bands cracking the whip. Guys, you stand here. No, you're screwing around too much. No, quit, turn that guitar down. Blah, blah, let's get this going. No, none of that. Like, screwing around.
Wow.
Okay, there was a famous, very famous radio personality, rock radio personality there, who I'm sure had they provided this person with some remuneration, would have emceed the thing and done a great job.
Right.
Oh, no, they couldn't do that. They had to get somebody who was not an MC, a well-meaning person who was part of the organization, I get it, but he was not an MC. He did not know how to entertain people while the bands were changing over or anything like that. It was...
it's still a show.
It's still a show. Every little part of it needs to be entertaining.
Wow.
It's crazy. So, the place has a curtain, so they could have actually pulled the curtain while they were changing stuff around.
Yeah.
But see, they didn't need it. Here's how pathetic it was.
Wow.
They had backline all set up the whole time. So it wasn't like they had to set up drum kits and stuff.
Right.
So that was all done. So this should have been like lickety split. It was just poorly managed. Everything was unprofessional. It was a great cause.
Yeah.
But and the artists were all very, very talented people.
Yeah.
But it was unprofessional from beginning, and I didn't stay to the very end because I was trying to not vomit. It was just crazy. So listen, if you're going to do something, and I don't care if it's at the VFW around the corner, or if it's at the Civic Arena, you want to put on professional thing, no matter what it is. Everything you have to do, from your logo to your photo to your CD, everything's got to be pro, even if it sucks. Right. Even if you can't carry a tune in a bucket, make sure your look, everything is together 100% professional. Right. That's the thing that matters more than anything else. When you come across as professional, all kind of other sins get forgiven. So, guys, the lesson for today is be pro. Don't just talk pro. Be professional. All those things that I just mentioned about this event could have been avoided. And you know what? Had they done the whole thing really pro, they probably could have charged a lot more money. Right. And people wouldn't have batted an eye. They would have been treated to like a really
this is a real
amazing, real show. Yeah. You know, instead it looked like a. I've been to jam nights that were more organized.
Wow, that's a shame.
So note on you, and you know. So, anyways, that was fun. I
feel better now.
I had to get that off my chest.
Yeah.
So the rest, the other acts that are nominated this year for
let's take a look, shall we?
Are the Cars?
Yeah.
Chic.
Yes.
Chicago.
Sure.
Cheap Trick.
Yes.
We haven't played any Janet Jackson yet. Come on, let's play a little Janet.
Yeah.
Let's play a little. I love Janet Jackson.
Sure. Who doesn't?
But people are being ippity about it. It's not rock and roll, but I disagree. I think this song is rock and roll.
Yeah. Got a nice rockin' beat to it.
Actually, I was in a metal band that covered this.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good group.
Come on. Yeah, exactly. Yes, people better lighten up when it comes to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay?
So we got Janet Jackson in there. Where did I leave off?
Janet Jackson. And we got
the JBs, which is like Shaka Khan.
Right.
Los Lobos.
Yes, we saw them, remember?
I've seen them a couple of times.
Steve Miller.
Or if you're from Pittsburgh, Steve Miller.
Steve Miller, you down there?
There's some Steve Miller. Janet Jackson kid, but she ain't no Steve Miller.
No, Steve Miller's all right.
But Steve Miller is on there. NWA,
9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails. The Smiths.
The Smiths.
Go. And yes.
Get Out of Time, yes, finally.
And you would think that.
Well, they, you know what? This year, don't nominate Rush again. Let's nominate Yes. And then next year, we'll nominate Rush again.
Okay. We got to take a break from Rush. Rush every year.
So although I would like to hear Alex's acceptance speech again.
No, I would not.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that was a little...
he's a goofball. But we love him.
Okay, what about the Sheepdogs? The Sheepdogs are not nominated.
Why are they not nominated?
But the Sheepdogs are a great band. They're from Canada. And you guys can see my review coming out probably around the end of this week. Their new album is called Future Nostalgia. Check this band out, Kevin. He and I were talking.
You've been telling me about it.
And I think you're going to like it. This is called
I'm
going to Be Myself, the Sheepdogs on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
Follow me far, far away.
Yeah.
Sheepdogs.
Now, we were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and how there's all kind of genres and stuff like that. And you and I both love all kind of music. But I'm going to tell you something. I have a soft spot in my heart. A smart spot in the heart. I got a smart spot in the heart. For like this kind of sound, because it's very, I don't want to say raw, but it's like almost like a garage band kind of sound to it, and it's kind of like a 70s sound.
Yeah,
which is the rock and roll I grew up with.
Right. There's a whole sort of retro sound out there, and I think that this has been growing for a while. I think that this kind of started with some of the music that the White Stripes were doing, and then the Black Keys. And there's been kind of sort of a ground like
Rival Sons.
Oh
my God, I love
like
that. Yeah,
very cool. I'm gonna have to play you guys. We're out of time tonight, but there's a band called Black Spiders. They do a song called "Kiss Tried to Kill Me," and I would love to play. I'm gonna have to play that one night.
You played that for me. We'll have to play it some night.
Yeah, we'll have to play it one night for you guys. It's a very cool jam.
Make a note.
Exactly, but there is a sort of sound, and those guys do have sort of like maybe early Doobie Brothers.
Yeah,
sort of.
Exactly. The stuff I first started listening to as a kid. So I have a real,
so you kind of
really
wonder
enjoy
when
this.
you hear these younger bands like they're playing stuff like that.
You're like,
would they do
you guys get it,
or that, or did they like find their parents' records?
Exactly.
But Steve Miller is nominated. Speaking of the
him.
70s. But let me plug the Sheepdogs here. Let me go ahead
definitely.
and give them proper
Give
props.
them props.
TheSheepdogs.com. It's like how much easier.
It's quite easy, isn't it?
Could you do that? And their latest album is called Future Nostalgia.
Ooh.
And it's available everywhere, of course, like everybody's record.
Very cool.
There's some cool stuff on the towards the end of the record are a bunch of short songs that are put together in a suite.
Okay.
Like the Abbey Road
Sure.
side.
Uh-huh.
It's very, very cool. But here's the problem: when you stream stuff like that on Spotify or RDO, it stops. It breaks them all up. Yeah. Did you ever try to stream something like that? And
you're like, oh, come on.
Yeah, when Jackson Brown does Load Out and Stay and all that, they break it up into
really.
Really? You're kidding me. This is what you're gonna do, right?
You guys don't get it.
Yeah. So we don't quite have that technology together. But it's been an hour, and we need to get the heck out
gosh.
of here. You've been listening to the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus. Go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com.
One-stop shopping.
Follow me on Twitter. LL Strangelove. We are working on a new Twitter name for me.
Are you?
So we haven't really kind of decided. But right now it's still LL Strangelove. All the bands tonight. The Sheepdogs.
Yes.
We love you guys. The Sheepdogs. The Beat Daddies.
Yes.
Deb Callahan.
Yes.
Band. Billy the Kid from the Regulators.
Very cool.
No, not the Space Modulators. The Regulators.
The Regulators. And
Mick Kalasa. And you can find him because he's the only one who's
a little different.
His website's a little different. It's MICK.com, and that stands for he's Mississippi.
Mississippi?
Yeah, because he lives in Mississippi, but he's from Michigan, so he calls himself Mississippi
Mick.
Exactly.
All right,
it's very hard to say.
Definitely check him out. He's very cool.
He's very cool. He's got a whole vibe. And go to LoudiniRockandRollCircus.com, and you can check out all my past interviews. When I say past, I mean just like from the last couple of weeks. Cause
you've been busy, man.
Yeah, we're hitting a lot.
Holy free holy.
October 30th at the Hard Rock Cafe. Super Monkey with Manny Stokes, tribute to Hendrix.
Nice.
Are You Experienced? Kevin, anything you like to plug? You got anything going on?
No, just that I love each and every one of you in my own special way.
And I want to have all of your babies.
All of your babies.
Have all of
you
your
can
babies.
have my babies too.
We can all have a few babies now and then.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more, say no more. Well, I think that's about it.
That's
Kevin.
about it, folks.
I wanted to announce that tomorrow or Wednesday, I will be interviewing Dave Weld, who is from Little Ed in the Imperials.
Nice.
So we've got more interviews, great interviews coming up. And don't forget, on October 21st, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, go to TalkShoe.com, the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus, and join in on all the fun with me and Vivek Tiwari, the author of The Fifth Beatle.
Nice. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're looking forward to it. The last time I did an interview with him, people were trying to chime in
Yeah.
They just found it and started to try to talk.
Yeah.
So this time we're actually setting it up. So this way we can actually get people talking. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, LoudiniRock'n'RollCircus.com for all your podcast needs, and we will see you guys next time on the Loudini Rock and Roll Circus.
See ya!
But it's only fair to warn you.